For the second week, protests throughout Peru continue against the spike in fuel and fertilizer prices. The Peruvian government has announced a one-month state of emergency in highways as a step to control the ongoing clashes between protesters and police.
I congratulate the leaders and the demonstrators who go out to the streets and the squares, as they have always done and always accompanied their struggles, defending rights to water, defending life, education, but in the best way, the right way, not throwing stones, not knocking down bricks, not taking up knives, not by picking up weapons.
Thousands demonstrated in and around Peru's capital of Lima, continuing the days-long cycle of unease, sometimes ending in violent protests, which left one farm worker dead and 15 people injured. The violence came after Pedro Castillo called off a curfew in Lima aimed at curbing nationwide protests.
The country needs a tax reform, it needs an agrarian revolution, it needs to improve education and health. It needs more public and private investment to generate work, workers' rights, but there is a Congress that isn't allowing Pedro Castillo to govern. That is why we came out to the streets to defend democracy, governance and the popular vote.
The Peruvian head of state has tried to extinguish the social anger that was mounting last week by removing a fuel tax and increasing the minimum wage by 10%.
We are asking President Pedro Castillo moderation and for him to comply with what he promised. He has those who are supporting him. He should not think he's alone.
Only recently, an impeachment procedure failed against the Peruvian president, and the current protests raise questions about the political and social situation in the South American country.